What up, guys? This is about Walmart. You know, at 12:16, people call me dumb, retarded, and stupid. Pulled me in the room. Neglected and abused with racism. When Grizz left, all this was going on. Goodman Miller talk about honesty, but he ain't giving honesty. Where racism and lies going at. And people put me in the parking lot and watch me with racism and watch me push carts by myself. Racism. People borrow money and didn't want to pay me back and try to treat me bad with racism intent. And this is all what I told the Justice Department. And this is all what I want to, when a manager borrowing money, an employee, Anthony, borrowing money and trying to take advantage of you. And then act like, oh, I can keep the money and trying to take advantage of it and have no sense of humor for it. Have no sense of humor for it. I left 5 times. That 6th time I left and Ticket to Work program came in there because I needed the second look on my career from Ticket to Work program. And I needed the second look. I want to tell everybody this. And they told this man he can't do it. Racism. Right? And then I didn't want to go back. Then they called my mama. Then they put me in the office. Why Felicia, a black woman, and a Mexican woman say racist things towards me. And ask why I didn't come back. You talk about honesty. Why? The thing is, why didn't I come back, Dougman Miller, after the next day somebody called me? Why did not come back? And I had 9 days left because and Charles walked away from me. You say you didn't need my help, right? Pay me, racism. But that's still not going to solve nothing, right? Me fighting, what that's going to solve? Because you and your black and white still going to do what you want to do. You know what that girl said in Addison? Over there, you know she had the balls say, I'd rather date a criminal. You date a criminal, you black racist woman. And why find me a queen? And find me somebody else. Why women, they part. I don't want to deal with nobody. If a black woman feel how they feel about me, come on. As a black woman in Addison, after I made my complaint with you, with the Washington General, consumer, and then I'm on one island and I'm on the other island, and then you're going to call me a liar and make me look bad. And the customers sit up there and watch. Like this is the problem, where customers care about themselves and everybody looking and see this Mexican. He can't even look at me. He was so wrong before I left Addison that he went to the back. He couldn't even look at me. He couldn't even look at me. But let me tell you, I'm different. You hear me? My personality is different from everybody, and I can be pushed. And I'm not going to let you run over me. Trust me, I'm different from others. I want to let them know I am different from others. And you're messing with something that you can never understand. I listen to Texas and Governor Abbott. I am different from others. And I'm something you could never you couldn't understand. God, you killed him. And you trying to kill him again. And all of these things. And all of these things. Then I worked at 2996. Then they called me. You know why we had a problem? You might don't like it. because I was doing what I told, and your manager Jessica, oh, I ain't friendly with everybody. Man, because I'm talking to the customers, right? But you're the same people that say they don't need my help, right? Racism. But the black and white need a job. But people, instead of telling people we ain't doing nothing, why you lie? Why your community lie while antagonism going on after I file a civil suit on this Walmart? Why they sit up there and watch people mind their business while people get treated bad, right? Lies, right? You scared, Doug McMillan. You scared of change. You and your CEO, you scared of God. You scared of change. And your black people scared of change. The white, they scared of change. It feared them that God is coming in Walmart. It feared them. It feared hip hop. Texas hip hop. Boosie don't know God like he know God. He know the money of God, but he don't know the spirit of God. God said, how can we understand these things when we have the strength of God in us? God give us sight, deception. God said, I want you to see jealousy. I want the Justice Department to see when James and Robert was first mad. But you don't need my help in the hypocrites, right? But you lied and said I stole something. But Jessica called me a liar because of fear of me taking a spot, fear of me having a manager position. Now talk about everything and then everybody get mad. Oh, you come to work, manager. You know what I told them? They say, Hubert, you come to you know what your produce manager said? Your produce department person said? They got to start getting rid of people. I said they're not gonna get rid of me. You know what he said? How you think that? How you think that? Because I'm there every day. We'll see. Then they employ, then your department manager, right? The same managers that walk around with negativity and a person that come to work with positivity, they can't take it. Right? That's the hypocrites of it, right, Doug Miller? I warned James. I warned James on that conference call. If they couldn't take care of them, I warned them. And James wanted to ignore it. They wanted to know it. I warned every last one of them. Tell James to tell the truth. Tell James to tell the truth. Tell James to tell the truth on that conference call. I got him on. Tell James to tell the truth. If I don't get treated right and Jessica is a hypocrite with the rest of them, tell James to tell the truth. And I actually told, I'm going to tell you the same thing I told Social Security. I didn't promise you I was coming back. I told you I wanted to go to Atlanta to figure out the personalities. Let me tell you what I want them to hear me. Because I'm going to tell them, the hypocrites. All right, when I'm sitting by the customers at 2996 and I'm out in the open and I say it out loud, they should start think before they hire people. And the customers was right because they was acting jealous in the deli. They behavior, the spirit behavior, the facial expression. But Doug Miller, don't tell me about honesty and you ain't willing to give it. And you ain't willing to give it. You know what your problem is? You know what your problem is? You only got mad because you got caught. That Trump stepped in. He only mad because he got caught. The lies and the deception. That's the only thing when you dealing with Walmart. That's the only thing when you dealing with Walmart. You only mad because you got caught. And that was the most hypocrite thing. They only mad because they got caught. Walmart corporate office. They just mad because they got caught. Then they tell me there's other jobs to do in the corporate business. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me in the home office where you can lie and deceive. God said you fake your love for me, Doug McMillan. You only happy. I told the Justice Department, you only playing nice. Oh, we don't need your help, and hung up in my face, right? The hypocrite. We dealing with a hypocrite. We dealing with somebody that's a hypocrite, man. That's a liar and a hypocrite. That's a liar. And I told the Justice Department, he only mad because he got caught that Trump stepped in. And nobody, Joe Biden, he won't be playing nice as a CEO. We got a lot of liars in CEO right now. We got a lot of hypocrites. We got a lot of liars. But they want us to forgive so they can betray us again. Betray God again. They can betray God again, right? They can betray God again. Don't lie, man. Honesty, because the public want to believe him. God said, if you believe this man, like I told the civil rights, if you believe him and his CEOs that gave dishonesty to you, you're a hypocrite just as well as them. You're a liar just as well as them. You're playing their games. They didn't want to listen. We don't need your help. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about hypocrites. Hypocrites. Lying. Where the video at? And your employee still when your black employee still willing to define it. I called you when I was on the clock and you didn't want to listen to me. I called you when I was on the clock and you didn't want to understand me. I called you when I was on the clock and you didn't want to hear me out, right? You wanted to be a hypocrite. Let's talk about it. Lies and racism can't be reasoned with. Some of y'all couldn't even answer the phone, right? And then that black girl say, when an employee, I put an old employee in my face at the thing, then the girl gonna say, who had their eyes on everybody when I'm talking to that old employee of mine at 1216 at that store in Addison? We using him. No, you shut up, you black racism. Nobody uses me. Look what you stand by. God said, let the black employees leave. You can show how, let them leave. God said, if you let me in, they're going to leave. The black employees going to leave. The black nation going to leave. And they using me. Timberland, you don't understand my life. You so busy, Timberland, you don't understand me. But me and Capital L always gonna have business. And the street's not gonna like that. But I guess I need to be around Kanye West then. I guess I need to sign with Kanye West if I want to do my music dream and my acting dream. I can't be around hip hop, right? That means I gotta be around Kanye West. If I gotta sign to Kanye West and be around Kanye West organization, right? Be around some real true believers of God, right? Right? God is telling me something in my heart that I need to be under the mentorship of Kanye West. Not the non-believers. Not the believers that lie. Some telling me in my heart, God is giving me a sign. Something giving me a sign. Because they don't stand for what we stand for. Even though when Boosie lied, he don't stand for, he wouldn't have lied. But I want to tell you something. I want to tell you something. You faking your love for God. You don't love God like you say you love God. You don't love God like you say you love God, Doug Miller. I'm a very intelligent person. And trust me, God said, when you win this war, and I'm gonna win it, you're gonna buy you a big house with a mansion, you're gonna go to school, you're gonna do school at home, have a tutor, and you're gonna learn. You ain't gonna be on the streets, you ain't gonna be doing that. You're gonna watch your favorite show, Heartland. I fell in love with Heartland, Twilight. I marched in a band. Shit, I might watch my old Mardi Gras stories, my old Mardi Gras parades when I marched in the parades and all of that. Look at my band trophy with my son sometimes. I told the Justice Department, you only said because you got caught. You only playing nice with people because you got caught. Because you got caught. Because you got caught. That's the difference. You only doing that because you got caught. We got nothing but hypocrites. Nothing but hypocrites. If Trump went and stepped in and Joe Biden, you would still be lying. You would still be lying. That's the most hypocrite thing that's been going on. If Trump then wouldn't have stepped in, that's the difference. The truth hurts. They can't handle the truth. If Trump wouldn't have stepped in and Joe Biden wouldn't have stepped in, and I told the Justice Department, y'all look conniving asses. And y'all look black employees. But the same women is going to be with the same black employees out there getting down with them in racism. I got a son and I got a kid. And the same black people that follow you, that follow with them. Let me take care of my kid and tell racism, stop trying to suck me dry. David, let me tell you something. I want to tell you something. They had the IPS worker do something that he wasn't supposed to do. You was gonna. It didn't matter if you was gonna lose anyway. Let me tell you something about the Social Security and Governor Abbott. You was gonna lose because you know the call center did me wrong, and they couldn't take it from what the Dallas did and that dumb mayor did, and what the call center, and they can't take a loss. Governor Abbott. After Trump put all his money into those borders and he didn't want to listen to me. I been know what's going on. But his people matter the most. Governor Abbott sit up there and lie. And one person said, you think somebody want to come to Texas with that buffooning? When black people trying to shut people up? I'm sorry for the screaming, but it's passion. I'm sorry for the screaming. I got passion, guys. I'm sorry, it's passion. Everybody on my likey, because I got Walmart on here, I'm going to tell you it's passion. It's passion. It's passion. But let me tell you something. I'm about to work at it. After this battle over, I'm about to work. We about to take our education farther. But right now, we not in a good environment. After what Trump put me through and the mayor and them, we not in a good environment right now. Too much of stuff has happened. And stupidity keep going on. I'm going to get my degree. And I can't do it in the state of Texas with Governor Abbott still willing to carry his own with the mayor lying self to win a politic. Yeah, his buffooning. His buffooning, man. So let me tell you something. God loved me. He loved everything about me. But I won't change myself for nobody. I won't change myself. But I surely push myself to grow. Learn different techniques to grow. To understand it. And I'm willing to do it either without you or without it. And that's why I asked for something. If you're going to take me for granted, Walmart, I asked for something from Joe Biden in the Justice Department. Ask them for something. I asked them for something. I don't want a one-time payment. I want this to be, and the evil and the people that judge trying to come in. I asked for something. It can be $5,000 for the whole thing. It can be whatever that is. I asked for something. God said, no price too high. On my income or my disability. We about to settle the score. Make up for lost times. God said, I deserve it. We're about to make up for lost time. We got to focus on school. We got to focus on everything that we do. We're about to focus on, it's going to be a lot of work. You see, I study university. University ain't met nothing like me. You're going to be right there. And to make sure I get her, we're going to work at it together. If I come to Texas, we're going to work at it together. I don't care if you got to get another assistant. We're going to work at it together. I don't care if I do. You're going to make sure I get it right. We're going to work at it together as an American. We're going to work at it together. We're going to, like we fight together on that field, we're going to work at it together. Like we fight together on that field, we're going to work at it together. They like our armies and our troops. We gonna work at it together. Hey, Houston, Texas. I don't think they want to meet nothing like me. Because I can hear them right now. I don't think they want to hear nothing like me. I don't think they ready for me. You know, Demira's sister used to go to church, and she used to tell me something. And I used to sit up at her house. They not ready for me. In court, when she go to church, and I think she was speaking through God. God was speaking through Emily Kaplan. God was speaking through Demira's sister. You ain't ready because you're hypocrites. You ain't ready. You ain't ready. That's what Demira and them sister. You ain't ready. So I have to deal. Your employee, Raymond, said something he wasn't supposed to say in there talking about, you know what you did. Hey, and I cut him off. I tried to cut him off. I cut him out. Then he go, after I got me a new phone and his number was unblocked. And you know what the last thing I heard from him? Please don't let me lose my job. You know the last thing I heard from him? Since Russell and them want to be hypocrite, what was said at 12:16, Renee and Russell, and Steve, Renee and Russell, and that black, you dumb and you retarded. Fuck New Orleans, right? Fuck New Orleans, right? What was said? What was said, right? But we gotta put up with that, right? We gotta put up with that, right? Fuck New Orleans. Fuck my home city, right? What was said, you dummy? Never been a hypocrite about it, Doug McMillan. But you don't need my help. See, talking wasn't good enough for you. Trying to get you to listen was not good enough for you. You mad. You mad. I want my money from 12:16 and it better add up. But motherfuckers trying to block me. Racism from black people. We are never the same. We are never the same. We are never the same. God say we ain't the same. When you got your opinion, when you fake your love for God, and you got racism intent, they don't believe in God. We are never the same. We are never the same. We dealing with a whole lot of, we are never the same. You faking your love for God. You don't believe in that flag, really. You faking your love for them. And I'm calling it how I see it. You know, Orion called me a liar in church and said, it doesn't matter what you think. I have to believe it. I have to trust in it. When I see God one day, when I go to heaven when I'm 95, I have to trust in it. I have to see it. And one day he will do an image on it. And he have to know God carried his words by sight. I have to trust in it. And those things can never be understood when you have to trust in it. But let me tell Doug Miller something. You only sorry because you in your corporate office only sorry because you got caught. You are a hypocrite. You only sorry that you got caught. That's what you only sorry for. We can't exist, God said. God can't exist with you. God can't exist with you. And right now, if Sabina dad wouldn't have told me what he told me, and it messing up my head, and Sabina having her dad speak, and right now I'm trying to let go of a lot of things right now between me and my past and her. And right now I'm dealing with a lot of issues with me and her. And I wish she never told me that it wasn't time yet for us to. We've been arguing since we was kids. And I just, sometimes I just don't want to do this anymore. I want to go to another. I just don't want to do this no more. But you being a hypocrite, right? You telling lies in the forgery you on. You wouldn't have stepped in. You wouldn't have stepped in if it won't be for Trump and Joe Biden stepping in. Then they doing it again. You answering every question. You a hypocrite. Look at you. Look at you. You a hypocrite, right? God said, why should I be in a bed with a woman and a bed with somebody that fake their love for me? And I see the spirit of my enemy. Why should I be in a bed and I see the spirit that the person fake their love for me? And I'm able to identify the spirit. Boy, look, all this is going on. It's just hectic right now. And Yellow Breezy the most dumbest fool ever. Because the mayor, I had to go to civil rights. And this man's still standing. Look how racism it is. Look how racism it is. Look how racism the city hall and them playing it. Look how the Justice Department playing it, and Governor Abbott just sitting there with no actions. When I asked the city rights to take him down from his position. With no respect for God, children, and God. That's a disrespect of God. And that flag by the mayor and his people. They don't really believe in God. They care about the money. The true hurt time. The true hurt time. The money. Right? The true hurts, right? Right? The true hurts, right? Look at them lie to themselves. They don't care about God. You know what I told Senator Ted? The people matter more than God's voice. When it's hard for the Justice Department to do the right thing, when you're a liar, even though the facts is all there with the mayor and them and Yellow Breeze and them and Governor Abbott and them and they call center, when the facts are all there with them, right? With Boosie a liar, and God know you're a liar. But I ask people from UP Live and everybody else that listen to what I had to say. I grow vines in UK. And this man, for this man, Boosie to sit up there and lie, California, I hope it get to the game, man. I hope it really, that people can really, man, because I have talked to everybody, and this man trying to lie. But Governor Abbott looking after his people, but we can't be heard. And Orion talking about, Orion, go ahead with that. When you judge, and I ain't trying to get my justice, Orion in church in the city, he better know his role. Because he don't understand what I've been through. And he talking about taking off of my pot because they've been stealing with racism. I'm going to tell you something like I told everybody in Dallas. Me and Sabina is going to work out. If we don't work it out, if we don't, we move on. Me and her both know what we was getting to. She didn't even have to tell me certain things. Demir told me, and I waited for her to tell me. And they think I didn't know. I've always known. So when it's time, if Sabina don't, it's her. It's her. It's me and Sabina. We had an argument in 2019. We had an argument. So if they don't, they don't. I move on. But she said, she have no reason to be ashamed. Hold your head up. We both know as kids when we going to parent and she going to parent, I'm going to Newton Smith. We know it wasn't going to be easy. We know it wasn't going to be easy. So me and Sabina, everybody in character, me and Sabina, we have our differences. I ain't worried about those things, man. Hey, that's on her when the time comes. But she not going to speak for her cousin. She tried to call me and speak for her cousin. No. About what he did. He trying to speak for... So that's why I didn't answer the call. Don't speak for him. He got to apologize. Mirza got to apologize in character. Mirza used to work at 1216. So I'm telling Perm where I'm just selling this with Sabina and my ex when we was teenagers, and to the Perm where Sabina just don't want to, I'm just in a situation where I got to deal with them in this, and the universe says a reason. So I got to go across the world and let the universe take place. Maybe never, but I just got to hope and trust in the universe. I got to trust in the universe. There's a reason why Sabina's dad say that, so I have to trust in it. I don't know everything at the end of the day. I don't know. I don't know why he said it. But me up there, I got to trust in it. And let the universe have his day. Maybe it'll never happen. But I got to move forward. We said on the song, one day we would cross paths. Music always been a part of us, but we got some other things to do. But stupidity still trying it. Antagonating the mindset, which your Walmart employee just did. Antagonating the mindset. Egging it on and with antagonation, yes. This is a gift that God, everybody want to tell you ain't getting it. And so much negativity in the way, oh, you ain't going to get your justice. They ain't going to give it to you. So much negativity that's in the community. Oh, you ain't going to get it. People, black people passing in their cars. You ain't going to give it to you. It's so much of that even people that don't want change got negativity. But you have to be the reason to block out the negativity when the community are wrong and society is wrong. So everybody want to tell you ain't gonna, baby, I'm getting it. I have already won, but the stupidity still happening.